Welcome back. The federal government's trying to reassure people the nation's banking system is secure. It comes after the high-profile failure of Silicon Valley Bank and also Signature Bank. So let's try to get you some help to explain what's going on with finance expert Clark Kendall, who's live at 10:45. Clark, thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Let's explain first and foremost here what happened, what led to these high-profile bank failures.
Great. Well, Silicon Valley Bank basically requested funds from a customer. They had to sell securities. They took almost a $2 billion loss on these securities, and it was a good old run on the bank. Word got out that they were losing money, and basically many of the clients came asking for their funds back.
Do you see parallels here to what we saw back in 2008? Because clearly I can think of Washington Mutual. I had an account with WAMU. That bank went under. Chase took over. But are we on the precipice of something? Are there parallels, or are we looking at two different scenarios here?
I think thus far it's two different scenarios. Remember, this is a regional bank out in Silicon Valley. Most regional banks will be dictated by the economic activity of that region. Midwest banks, it's agriculture. Texas banks, it's oil and gas. DC banks, many of them, it's based upon federal activity and federal spending. So I don't think this is contagion as far as being just mortgages like it was in 2008.
One of the things that surprised a lot of people today is when it became evident, because everybody was looking towards Monday when you would have these people who were insured depositors who had $250,000 or less in the bank, that they were going to show up, they were going to pull out their money or do something. But it seems that the government is taking these extraordinary steps to insure everybody here. That's not how it usually works.
No, it's not. President Biden got on the news this morning before the markets opened and guaranteed that all depositors would be made whole. It's a historical move, and it's really set the precedent that bank deposits will be safe. And I think, it's so important to have a strong banking community within our nation.
For people who are watching this right now, I mean, if you have bank stocks, you took a bit of a bath today, depending on which banks they are. As we move ahead here, and clearly this is not something that's going to be solved overnight, but what should people watching here, how can they be vigilant? How can they be sure that their money is going to be safe regardless of where they have it? Because there's understandably some anxiety here.
Well, if you're a depositor, you are safe, because now, even if you have $1 billion in a bank, the FDIC will honor that. I think the key issue, too, if you own the stocks or bonds of regional banks, be conscientious as far as what type of business is that bank in? Where are they located? There are many banks in the D.C. market that are financially strong. It might even be worthwhile to look at their balance sheets. How much do they have as far as government securities? How much do they have in loans? Take a look at that.
Clark Kendall joining us live here on Fox 5 tonight. Clark, we appreciate the insight on this.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a good evening.
You as well, sir. Thank you.